Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. Fields this one at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
And they're on 24-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. It's brought in by Calvin Ridley. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
Ready! Crack your 80! Let's go!
To the air now on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. He finds Ingram, working downfield here. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him to 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Get it!
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Come on! Set! Panther 60! Panther 60! Ready?
Looking to throw here. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. You got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Return coming from the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Here's a dive up the middle. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
All set to go now from the 35.
Cut!
Running it with David Montgomery. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
2 yards. First down, Detroit.
First down from the 42.
Like 20.
From the gun, Goff. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Finds Isaac to Slaw, complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They gain 11 on that play, and that is good for Detroit first down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Like 20. Like 20.
Lone back gets the handoff. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's caught. It's the Clemson rookie. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Like 20.
Plowing up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Goff on 3rd. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
1st and goal. They're hoping for an opening drive touchdown.
Like 20.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Lions finish off their opening drive. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just...
Pressure off left, and it's blocked!
Hey, I know it's early, but that's a block that's going to have some repercussions here later on. Trust me. That little chart that those coaches look at to help determine, do I go for 2, do I kick it? Well, it now just got on speed dial and ramped up because when you miss an extra point early, it always seems to affect that decision-making later.
Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 bites. Ready.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Back. 70 Timberwolves. Viking 18.
Looking in the air here. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Hey, Crash.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go. Start. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Nineteen Tiger. Ready?
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. On the move, headed right. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Ready? 70 Rangers. Set. Cougar 19. Let's go.
3rd and long for him here. Ridley nicks the grab downfield. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-6 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
Like Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here's Hubbard on the give. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers grow the lead to 7. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That's there to tack on the extra point. And the Panthers grow their lead to 8.
14, Lions 6.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Come on. Snap. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Trying to get outside with Hubbard. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who've got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
To the line they come, 2nd down.
60 Eagles. Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Here's a throw. This is Ingram working the left side. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Ready. Deputy Lions. Dragon 60.
They'll air it out on 3rd. This gets the 1st and more. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here we go. Bronco 80. And up.
Here's a give to Hubbard. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
19, Tiger, 19.
Line up the design keeper. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
70 line, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
3rd down run by Hubbard. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Has this at the 6. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that 1st down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognized the jet sweep from the start, and they nailed it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Goff. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 82 yards there.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd down now. They need 7. Throwing from the gun here. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Give him 37 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. They're going to throw again. Goff. He brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions trim the lead down to 9. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Throwing again, it's Goff. And he's got it. That catch gets him 2 and turns this into a 1-score game once again. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19. Hot 70. Ready?
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Panthers in front here at Bank of America.
On the double.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Hubbard quick on the draw. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
43-yard line.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
60 by 6.
They run again with Hubbard. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out.
60
Third and short.
70 Timberwolves. Steady.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long. Extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
A little outside their comfort zone to try and field goal, so instead they're going for this on fourth down.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go.
They'll run for it. Hubbard. Nice cut back to the right sideline. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow their lead just before halftime. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Back now, pressure coming. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Off to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Now the Lions calling timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They've got first down here from the 36.
Come on. We see. 20.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Trayvon Merritt there for the stop. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Goff setting the throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be third and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Complete beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Goff off the play action. Going all the way to the end zone here. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, but throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
7 yards. And it's third down.
And they spike the ball to stop the clock. On fourth down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. We better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10. And they're on the 24-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. Right up the gut. And they'd love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Back to the well again. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on second down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Short pass brought in. And this nearly got there, but he hit the sideline just short. This is going to be 4th and about a yard to go.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Fields this at the 18. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll work against the blitz. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches.
Viking 18. Get it. Cougar 19. Bring it.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They go play action on 1st down. Finds his fullback. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Hand off out of the pistol. Here's Hubbard. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Here we go, set. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Cougar 19. Ready, ready.
Hubbard hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And they pick it up. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. Going the other way. Lions have it. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and the next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14.
20.
Ralph tosses that quickly out wide. He gets it forward a little to his 46. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle. Extra DB out there for the Panthers. 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
At their own 4-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Get ready. 70 Timberwolf. Ready.
Up the middle, Hubbard. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
In truth, Kate, I felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, they're not going to back down here on second down as well.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Deputy! Cowboy 80! Bronco 80!
Back to throw. Ridley makes the grab downfield. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
On the ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Watch your keys.
Anticipating a snap, but he moved early. This is going to back him up 5. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Bronco 80. Go street. Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Running it after the penalty. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They're throwing it. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready?
3rd and long for him here. They can't escape this one. They get to him for a nice exclamation point to end this 3rd quarter. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. The Panthers have set themselves up for the victory, Brock. Now just need to carry this lead through the final whistle. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And this will come from just inside his end zone. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Takes this one at the 40. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Complete left side, it's just long. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 22. And the Lions have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
4 now, go. 20.
First down throw from Goff. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions now within one score in the fourth. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Goff leading the offense back to the line. They're going for two.
The Lions will set up for the two-point conversion.
Caught at the two. He's into the end zone, so the two-point try pays off. They cut the deficit to just a field goal here in the fourth. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Cowboy 80. 70 Lions.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. Shoots away from one. He's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60.
Counter play, Hubbard. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at second down.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Let's go now. Press all 80. Ready?
They're going to try and throw it here. Getting out to his left. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
Handoff running left, Hubbard. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season.
Ready?
All right, here we go. Second down.
Get up. Cougar, check smash, check smash. Six the Eagles, six the Eagles. Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Come on, come on. Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Pass play now. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
120. Ric Flair. Whoa.
Shotgun snap here to go. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Go. 20.
Lone back gets the handoff. And get forward about 5 yards, looks like. It's second down now.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4.
20.
Looking to throw. Gone. Dump off, caught by his back. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
We go tonight.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You know, Kate, sometimes football and poker have a lot in common. You don't want to tell at the poker table, and you don't want one at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes just it's alignment. It's the way these linemen breathe. It's the blood in their knuckles the defenders read and react to. I think that time a tell was in play because the defense was all over that counter before it could get started.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Throwing from the gun here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to throw it. Gets his running back. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. New set of downs from the 37. First down. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
That's caught by Montgomery. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. That one's good to Godwin. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. And that's Mike freezes time. 16 seconds to go. You're now 2nd and 10 from the 17. Back to throw. Connects. This is to Sloan. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. This drive just keeps on moving after the penalty resets that marker. Going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
He couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down. Now with 2 seconds left, we've got whistles and we've got a timeout. And up next, you'd assume a field goal trying to force overtime. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. The kick is good. He got it. And in the final moments, they force overtime. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those two drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
19 Tiger, 70 Timberwolf, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Got to make this count as they come up on second down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Kind of a curious call there, Kate, because the passing game, it's not worked real well for them in regulation, and that operation, that wasn't good enough either.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Come on, set. 70 Lions. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime. He's him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offensive line fast.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run now on second down. And that's not what the offense dials up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. Third down here. Need 8 on the play. To the air on 3rd and long. He set up the screen to Montgomery. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Fields this clean at the 30. And it ends up a good return for them. Up past their own 40.
10 at their own 44-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Now throw to start the drive. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or a big tight end's a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Deputy. Bronco 80.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Buying some time right. Ingram's got another one. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Viking 18. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Back. 60, 20.
They'll work against the blitz. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Carolina in punt formation. And in overtime, he needs to make this a good one. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Working from his end zone. And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.